you. I mean, you get your second truck championship at Plymouth, you win the feature, then you win the Tundra feature out here. I mean, you kind of mentioned it, it's a dream come true. I mean, can it get any better than that?
No, I've been trying for a lot of years to win them both in the same weekend, and it was pretty cool to do that. It's kind of unbelievable right now, actually, but how do I put this? I mean, this is like the upper echelon of late model racing. I mean, to win it with a dirt late model, an asphalt late model, like, I mean, it's not like you're doing it in a street stock and a modified or something, you know what I mean? You're doing it with the best of the best. I mean, Saturday night race against the best of the best around here, and Sunday night race against the best of the best around here, so.
Especially since you get some of the best in the Midwest Touring series as well. Does that make it a little extra special in that respect?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It is. It's awesome. I mean, I had to beat the locals, the regular guys that I race with weekly, but I'm glad I did it the way I did it, because we did a lot of work on this car this week. Pathfinder Chassis and I worked together on a lot of stuff, and the car was outstanding.
Have you ever won a Touring Series feature? If so, when was the last one?
You know, I did, but I don't remember. I think it was a Big 8 race like 10 years ago or something like that.
So we're talking quite a while.
Yeah, but I've only done local stuff. Other than when I ran the NASCAR trucks and stuff like that, and ARCA and stuff, I've only done local stuff. I'm just a local short tracker.
How tough is it to do what you did? To go from a dirt late model, obviously the cars are very different, to win us on an asphalt against some of the best in the Midwest. How tough is that to do?
It's tough as imaginable, because it's two completely opposite ends of the spectrum. You know, it's a dirt car, you throw it in the corner, you blast it off. That thing makes 850 horsepower, this car makes 550 horsepower, and it's just, everything is so completely different. So in the back of your mind, you're thinking what you got to change on each car, because myself being my own chassis guy, it's so hard to figure out. It's not that hard, I shouldn't say. It's just, it's a lot of work working with both cars, you know, and it's good to have chassis builders like I have to give me a hand with that kind of stuff.
The key to this one was obviously that last restart, so walk me through that part of it.
Yeah, my spotter was telling me on the radio, he says, just watch James, and there's no way James Swan was going to beat me on a restart here at my home track. That's all I got to say about that one.
You made up a lot of ground on the outside on the other previous restarts with the cone and everything.
Yes. Like, the car was superior. I mean, it was just awesome up there. I could go anywhere on the racetrack. I got to fourth, and we're in line riding, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to save it for the end of the race, because I think we got something for him. And we had that last restart there. I don't know how many laps were to go, 25 or something like that. And I pulled up alongside James, and I'm like, he's not going to beat me on this restart, I can tell you that. So
I know it's always so hit or miss on the outside of this track. So few drivers can actually pull it off. How much confidence did you have on being on the outside to not only be able to execute the move, then drive away with it?
Well, I had a lot of confidence in myself and my car. I didn't know how much confidence I had in him not driving into the side of me like he usually does. So I was pretty happy with my car, and I figured out I got about half a dozen love taps from him trying to pass him, but he actually ran me clean for a change.
Was winning a second Plymouth championship, I think you lost by 1 or 2 points last year, if I remember.
Yeah, we lost by 1 point last year.
So how important is that to you? Because I know that track's pretty important for you.
Oh, it's very important to me, because I mean, all my sponsors are in Sheboygan County, and it's home to me. I mean, it's all my friends come there, all my family come there. It's cool. I mean, to win against some of the best there and their late models around our area, it's very cool to be able to win that again.
You had to do it in style with the feature win?
Absolutely. Yeah, because we went into the feature, I only had an 8-point lead, and they paid 2 points per position. And I'm like, you know what, there's only one way to get this thing done, is just go win the damn thing and get it over with, because I knew my car, I had the car the last 3 weeks, and I just got caught up in altercations and stuff like that, but I knew I had the car to win it, so I'm pretty tickled to death about that.
What was your mindset coming into today?
I'm going to come here and win. I mean, I'd change all this stuff on this car, and I'm like, either this thing is going to be absolutely awesome, or we're gonna run a ball fifth like we did last week. And I was pretty confident in it when we went out for practice. I didn't get a lot of practice because of the rain and stuff, but I could tell right away the way the car cuts getting into the corner, I know if we're going to run good or not. And I knew it right from the get-go that we were going to run good today.
The last couple of weeks, you were so confused by the way the car was working, all that. What was the difference this time?
I was struggling with it the last couple weeks. I was trying some other things, just trying to keep the car under me longer. I wasn't real happy with it, and I was like, so I talked to a couple different people, and we got it worked out. Things phenomenal now. I can't wait till next spring.
I was going to say, is this it for the season for you?
Yeah, this car's parked for the year. We're gonna make her look pretty again. Take her to a couple shows for some sponsors, and in the spring it'll be here at the opener, and hopefully we can win ourselves another twin 150s.
You're done competing. I know Ross is racing your dirt.
Oh, I'm gonna race yet. I got
more races
I got Wilmot next Saturday night, and Chilton Fall Classic I'm gonna run also. I'll be racing against Ross.
So you have a couple more.
Somebody's got to beat on Ross a little bit. Keep him honest.
Getting back to this race, when you had that bit of lead and you got slowed up in traffic a little bit and Dennis was catching you, how worried were you that he'd actually get to you?
I wasn't worried at all because I was just doing what Dennis does and saving my stuff, and because I knew, we had almost a straightaway length lead when he broke into second, and I'm like, you know what, we got lappers coming up, I'm just going to be really cautious around the lappers, and I'm going to save my stuff. So we were lifting a little bit early, saving the stuff, and I actually told Dennis that he owes me a set of brake pads because I slowed up to wait for him.
Going into the year at Plymouth, were you pretty disappointed to come that close to a championship? Or how did that feed into this season?
Last year?
Yeah, how did last year coming so close feed into this year?
I wasn't disappointed at all. We ran good, we did the best we could, and the guy that we lost to was a Class A racer, and if I get beat by a Class A racer, that doesn't bother me at all. It is what it is. It's not going to tell me if by winning that championship, it's not going to send me to Eldora next year to win the World 100. It's cool to win them. It'd have been cool to win 3 of them in a row because we won 3 here in Slinger back years ago. It'd have been cool to win 3 in a row, but I guess we'll just have to try from this year to win 3 in a row.
You said how much you love this place. What's it mean to run a Tundra race for you here?
Oh, this is really cool because first time the series is here. Matt Panier and I are very good friends, and I told him I would run the series for him, and I'm actually entertaining the thought of running some more of his races for next year because it's a nice series. It's well put together, and it really looks after the guy that doesn't have a lot of money that can bolt on new tires every week, and that's what I like because I stick 110% in my dirt car. This car here gets about 89%, so I like the way the series is run. So you might see me in a few more of those Tundra races next year.
What do you think of the field overall that we saw? 41 cars here tonight.
It's amazing, and for the most part, for the people that never seen the place before, they were all pretty green, and they all did a really, really good job, and they have a lot to be proud of because this isn't the easiest place in the world to race at.
Does it surprise you that they struggled so much?
For the most part, I watched a lot of them, and I don't think they struggled that bad. Now if you send me to Marshfield, I'm going to look like the guys in the semi-feature. You know what I mean? It's not how good you are. It's how many laps you got at a place. Slinger Speedway. You don't just come here and win. You got to earn it. It's a lot of work.
All right, Brad. Well,